And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here's Exum. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Indiana leading. And Curry, here we go. Outside, George. He dishes it to Middleton. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 6 points for Chris Middleton. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against Portland.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Their 2K leaderboard, Freak #1.
He's been a model of consistency at the free throw line all season. He's as dependable up there as he is on the floor at any given moment.
Yeah, you know, he runs their offense with tremendous poise, and he brings that same composure with him to the line every time he steps up there.
Now, here's Olynyk. 14 points from him the last game against Portland. Indiana leading by 5. Outside Curry. A 3-ball. And that one's good. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it. Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. First in shooting percentage, first in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Good on the second free throw. 1:02 left in the first. Hill dishes to Lure. Curry outside. Here's Jokic. A stupendous finish in traffic.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Burke the pass to Jackson.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And it's an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Alex. Sanders checked in for John Lure. Paul George comes in for Jeremy Grant. Chris Middleton's checked in for Adams. And Curry subbed in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana, Curry, he's in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Alexander. Then it's Chris Middleton.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs really lit it up. He ended with 41 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Moves back up, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free. A different look for Utah. Jared Sullinger comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Dante Exum in for Reggie Jackson. And the Pacers also making a change. Turner's checked in. Jazz trail by 15. The dish to Hood. The feed to Millsap. Passes it to Exum. Shot clock at 5. Can't get it to go. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Really left alone that team.
Let's go.
15 points for Freak.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Exum kicks to Crowder. Pass to Hood. Plenty of space. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Curry outside for George. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. And the Jazz with possession here. 19-point game. Now, here's Exum. D right on him. Sullinger the screen. Exum's shot is off. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Timeout. Utah timeout call. Start it.
Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings in the East. You look at Indiana. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And of course the Philadelphia 76ers right at second place.
And right now for the Pacers, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
Well, they can't afford to. I mean, this is a time of year when you've got to take your game up a notch. As good as they've been throughout the regular season, they've got to get better going forward.
Now here's Curry. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Now here's Crowder, defended by George. Sullinger, the screen. It's stolen by Curry. Score the basket, his eighth. 8 for 13 from the floor. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Indiana.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward. Simple.
At the line for two.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Indiana out in front, running away with it. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
All right, fans. I want everyone here.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. Can't argue with anything we've been doing so far. We've worked so much harder than them at both ends. I'm really proud of you guys. If there was a real positive to be found, it was in transition. We made some really quick, sharp outlet passes and got some easy buckets on the break. That's where they might be most vulnerable. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a game we've seen here for Curry. He's got 19 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Exum and Hood are the young guard tandem. Paul Millsap out there with Jay Crump. And it's Sullinger in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. Millsap misses. Indiana's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Curry passes to Alexander. Back to Curry. Outside for George. 6 to shoot. It's Curry with the drive. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Freak. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Curry. Exum with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Down low. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Exum. Millsap's got his second basket of the night.
Great way to start to have easy layup against some soft D.
Here's Curry. Offensive rebound. Outside, George. Outside, Curry. Good on the triple. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Stolen by Middleton. Knocked loose. He had stolen by Sullinger. Turner with the steal. To the paint. Here's George. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. George has got 9 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Curry. Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Now Curry. 24 points for him. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Exum with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Here's Hood. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 6 points for him. The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Exum. Guarded by Curry. Off target from three-point range. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jazz have gone. Alexander's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Exum, and Exum with a clear path to the hoop. That's good. Exum's got 4 this quarter. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Now here's Exum. He's got 6. Feeds to Millsap. Goes up off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And George kicks to Curry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Pacers.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Curry brings the double. Outside Jackson. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the pick. Inside. Here's Mobley. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Hill kicks to Grant. Off the pick. Rebounded by Jackson. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Burke. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Curry's shot is off. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clock. He was all alone on that one. He has 6.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
They set the screen. Gets it off. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
incredible.
Free points at the buzzer.
Jeff.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Pacers leading by 21 on the court for Indiana. Curry in at point guard. Alexander is out there with Turner. Then it's Paul George, and it's Middleton in at the 2 spot. It's Curry outside. The shot misses. And it's Utah the other way. To the paint, here's Crowder. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And the Jazz with some changes. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Millsap comes in for Anderson. And Hood subbed in for Trey Burke. And both free throws good from Crowder.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
The drive by Jackson. Millsap dishes to Sullinger. He feeds it to Jackson. And he gets it to go.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Jackson against Curry. The tray. Utah with the rebound. 1:41 left to play in the final quarter. Crowder, the pass to Jackson. Millsap a screen. At the elbow, Sullinger. Off the screen. Alexander grabs the board. Alexander's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Lures checked in for Turner. Grant comes in for George. And it's Hill in for Chris Middleton. Here's Mobley. And he was fouled in the... Throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on that one.
Utah. Mobley. Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Now here's Curry. Burke covering. Kicks it to Lure. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range, that's good.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
And, you know, that's not the way it used.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
A remarkable 27 points from three-point land for him. With that kind of long-range shooting, easy to understand why they came out on top. When a team...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.